Hey guys, I heard there is a top 50 tag video going around. I got next. Welcome guys to another episode of Comics with Bonix. And today it's a very special video because I've been tagged by a couple members in the community for a top 50 comics in my collection of 2021. And I was tagged by Alex the Comic Hoarder and Automatic Comics, as well as a few other members of the community. So I'm excited to be sharing my top 50 in my collection in the year 2021. We're gonna go through these fairly quickly, but I've already organized them from number 50 all the way to number 1. And these are organized in order of value from number 50 all the way to number 1. So let's go ahead and get started with number 50. Uncanny X-Men number 141, one of the first slabs that I got in my collection, very worthy of being number 50. Marvel Premiere number 15, this is the first appearance of Iron Fist, one of the great first appearances in the Bronze Age. Super excited for what's to come for this character. New Mutants number 87, this one is signed by Rob Liefeld. This is not a very valuable book. However, this is a very special book to me because this was one of the first signature series I ever got, and it was a childhood book of mine that has great nostalgia for me. One of the first books that actually got signed at a convention, so holds a very special place in my collection. Fantastic Four number 50. This is an early appearance of Silver Surfer, part of the trilogy of the Galactus and Silver Surfer, and I'm glad to have this one. Fantastic Four number 67, first appearance in cameo of him while he's in the cocoon, presents pretty well for the grade with white pages. On the list next is number 45 in my collection, which is Amazing Spider-Man number 18. This is the first appearance of Ned Leeds, who later becomes the Hobgoblin. Just a great book. X-Men number 13, which is the second appearance of Juggernaut. Just a classic cover by Jack Kirby and written by Stan Lee. Great book for an X-Men collector. X-Men number 3, the first appearance of Blob. One of the first Silver Age books I ever picked up, and I'm super happy to have it. Amazing Spider-Man number 20, first appearance of Scorpion. This presents super nice, just has a spine split, which keeps it from being a higher grade. Just an awesome book for the Spider-Man collector. Marvel Spotlight number 32, first appearance of Spider-Woman, Jessica Drew, and this book is beginning to heat up a bit. I'm glad I was able to pick it up at a good price, and it made it to the top 50. Amazing Spider-Man number 16, first time that Daredevil crosses over and meets Spider-Man. Daredevil is still in his yellow suit, and this is just a great book. Has been heating up as well because of potential Daredevil showing up into the MCU. Just a great book. X-Men number 2, the very second appearance of the original X-Men and the first appearance of Vanisher. This is a complete copy but came back as a 0.5. Still a great book to have for the X-Men run. Amazing Spider-Man number 17, second appearance of the Green Goblin. Just a great cover. I love this cover with the Human Torch right on the front. Just a classic. Amazing Spider-Man number 41, the first appearance of Rhino. Just love the colors on this book. Awesome book and with an awesome villain. Submariner number 1. This is the first appearance of Submariner in his own series. Awesome cover art by John Buscema. This book also has a date stamp and just an awesome book in the collection. Moving right along with number 35 in the collection, that book is Amazing Spider-Man number 12. This is the third appearance of Doc Ock. Just a great bright yellow cover, and Peter Parker is unmasked. Just an awesome book. Incredible Hulk number 182. This is the second cameo of Wolverine on the very first page. This, along with some other early Wolverine books, have been heating up lately, and I'm super glad to have this in the collection. Amazing Spider-Man number 31. This is the first appearance of Gwen Stacy and Harry Osborn. Love this bright red cover and feel like this book is still a little bit undervalued. Awesome art by Steve Ditko and story by Stan Lee. Ghost Rider number 1, the first Ghost Rider in his solo series. This is just an amazing cover, art by Gil Kane, and I just absolutely love this one. And the first DC book in the collection that made it to the top 50, this is Green Lantern number 76. This is just a classic cover by Neil Adams, considered to be the first Bronze Age book. Absolutely love the colors on this book. The green is just stunning. Just a huge fan of this one. And at number 30 of the top 50 of my collection is the second DC book in the top 50, which is Batman number 251. This is another classic cover by Neil Adams. Just love this Joker cover. One of my favorites of all modern Joker covers. And I love the colors also on this book, how the purple pops. Absolutely love it. Amazing Spider-Man number 7, the very second appearance of the Vulture. This is a CBCS slab, and love the colors on this book. Just a classic cover. Next up is Amazing Spider-Man number 50, the very first appearance of Kingpin. Such a striking red cover, classic and iconic. Amazing art by John Romita Sr., one of the first books I picked up in my collection. Amazing Spider-Man number 11, the very second appearance of Doc Ock. Classic art by Steve Ditko and story by Stan Lee. Fantastic Four number 52, the very first appearance of the Black Panther. Just an awesome book to have in the Fantastic Four series. Such a huge character, and I'm so grateful to have this in the collection. We are halfway through the top 50, guys. Please hit the like button. Comment down below what you guys think of my top 50. And if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. So at number 25 is Amazing Spider-Man number 13, the first appearance of Mysterio. This was one of my favorite covers out of the early Spider-Man run. Just a classic book. Next up is Ultimate Fallout 4, the first appearance of Spider-Man Miles Morales. This one I got pretty early as a raw book. Got it for a reasonable price, so I'm glad I was able to get it before the prices shot up on this book. One of my favorite modern books. X-Men number 101, the first appearance of Phoenix. This is a special book because this was one of my first purchases at a comic convention. So don't ever see me selling off this book because it holds a great sentimental value. Just an awesome looking Bronze Age book with great colors and perfect centering. Absolutely love this book. New Mutants number 98, very first appearance of Deadpool. This is one of my favorite books from the 90s. Absolutely brings back so many memories when I was in the comic book stores back in the 90s. Deadpool has become such an iconic character for Marvel, and I just absolutely love this book. Fantastic Four number 49, the first appearance of Galactus and the second appearance of Silver Surfer. This is just an amazing cover by Jack Kirby. So happy that I was able to pick this up early when I came back to the hobby. Prices on this has absolutely gone crazy, so I don't see me upgrading anytime soon, but still a great book to have. We are just moving along, guys. We're now in the top 20 books of my collection. So at number 20, we have Amazing Spider-Man number 9, first appearance of Electro. This also has a date stamp right on the title, which I absolutely love. Great presenting copy for a 3.0, and I am so excited to see Electro coming up in the new Spider-Man movie. Can't wait for that. Amazing Spider-Man number 15, the first appearance of Kraven the Hunter. This is just a classic book with one of my favorite villains of the Spider-Man Rogue Gallery. This looks pretty nice for 3.5, and that's because the centerfold is detached. Still a great book with great colors. Absolutely love this art. Amazing Spider-Man number 5, first time Doctor Doom is crossed over to the Amazing Spider-Man series. Love this art by Steve Ditko, and these colors on this book just absolutely pop, and I'm so happy to have this in the collection. X-Men number 94, the first time that the new team is in their own series. Absolutely love the colors on this book. This one is a 5.5 with white pages. This book has absolutely gone crazy in prices, and I was so happy that I was able to pick up this book in this grade. Incredible Hulk number 2, the second appearance of the Incredible Hulk, and it's the first time that Hulk is in green. This is a tough book to find in decent shape, and I'm glad I was able to find a nice presenting copy. We're getting closer, and we're on number 15, and number 15 is Amazing Spider-Man number 6, the first appearance of the Lizard. This copy is absolutely stunning, has great colors. Love the pinks and the purples on the cover. Great villain, and just so happy to have had this in the collection. X-Men number 4, the first appearance of the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants, including Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver, and the very second appearance of Magneto. Amazing Spider-Man number 4, the first appearance of the Sandman. Just a great looking copy in a 4.0. Just a great villain in one of the earliest Spider-Man books I have. X-Men number 12, the first appearance of Juggernaut. This is just a stunning copy with blazing red colors on the cover. This was one of the first Silver Age books that I ever wanted in the collection. I've had low grade copies, and now I was able to finally upgrade to a 6.0. So I'm super happy to have had this in this grade, and this one is staying with me for a long time. Incredible Hulk number 180, the first appearance of Wolverine in cameo. The prices of this book has gone absolutely nuts, and I'm so happy I was able to pick this a year ago, and it was a raw copy. I got it graded, and it came back a 6.5. Just a key book if you're a Wolverine fan. Thanks for sticking with me, guys. Now we're on the top 10 books of my collection. So coming in at number 10 is Amazing Spider-Man number 14, the first appearance of the Green Goblin. Just absolutely love this book. This was one of the first Spider-Man books that I had in my sights when it comes to Silver Age. I absolutely love Green Goblin as a villain. Also get a bonus appearance of the Hulk. How could you not love this one? Next up, Amazing Spider-Man number 129. This is the first appearance of the Punisher, Frank Castle. The colors on this book are absolutely stunning with white pages. Super happy to have this. Coming in at number 8 is Fantastic Four number 48, the first appearance of Silver Surfer and the cameo of Galactus. Absolutely love the colors on this book. Comes in at a 5.0. Just an iconic book of the Silver Age. And number 7 is Giant Size X-Men. This is the first appearance of the new X-Men team, Colossus, Nightcrawler, Storm, and Thunderbird, and the second overall appearance of Wolverine. Absolutely love this book. This has become a grail for X-Men fans. Prices have shot off the roof. So happy I picked it up when I did. And number 6 in my collection is Incredible Hulk number 181, the first full appearance of Wolverine. I absolutely love the colors on this book. I was able to pick up this book raw and then got it submitted to CGC, and now I'm super happy to have this in the collection. So happy to show you guys the top 5 books of my collection, and at number 5 is Fantastic Four number 5, the first appearance of Doctor Doom. This is a relatively recent acquisition, and I'm just in love with this book. The colors, it's graded at a 3.5 with white pages. There's no chipping on this book, and it's absolutely stunning. So worthy of the number 5 spot. And number 4 in my collection is Amazing Spider-Man number 1. First time Spider-Man is in his solo series. Just a huge book if you're a Spider-Man fan. First appearance of J. Jonah Jameson and the Chameleon. This is graded at 2.5, but for that grade, it's absolutely stunning, presents very well. Just a huge book for my collection. So excited to show this next book, and at number 3 is Fantastic Four number 1, the first appearance of the first Marvel family, Fantastic Four. This comes at a CBCS 1.8 with off-white pages. Such an iconic book for Marvel. Can't wait to see what the MCU has in store for the Fantastic Four. Such a worthy book at number 3. And coming in at number 2 is Incredible Hulk number 1, the first appearance of the Hulk when he was gray. This is just an iconic book for Marvel. This book is a good combination of both rare and scarce. This was graded at a 1.5 universal label. I'm so grateful to have picked this up at a good price. Still feel this book has a lot of room to grow. Such an unbelievable book. And the very last book, number 1 of my collection, my absolute favorite book, is X-Men number 1, the very first appearance of Cyclops, Beast, Iceman, Jean Grey, Professor X, and Magneto. This is a stunning looking copy for 2.5. It also comes with a store stamp right above the title, which I absolutely love. Was able to pick this up fairly early when I returned to the hobby, and it still remains my top book in my collection, and I'm so grateful to have picked this up. Thank you everyone for joining me for this top 50 books of my collection in 2021. So appreciative of all the support I've had on this channel. If you haven't subscribed to me, go ahead and hit the subscribe button so you can check out the future content that I release on this channel. And I want to thank you for joining me here on Comics with Bonix. And as always, collect your passion. We'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.